back for another review. Today we have Aaron Sorkin's new movie. It's about Lucille Ball, I Love Lucy, and Lucy... I'm not using that line. Anyway, let's talk about Being the Ricardos. Being the Ricardos takes place literally over about a 6-day period. It starts at the end of a Sunday and ends on a Friday. And it's about this turbulent time during the show I Love Lucy where everything seemed to be falling apart. And it's a weird one to talk about. I'm going to try to get this over in less than 10 minutes. It is... it's a well-acted movie. I like Nicole Kidman. Javier Bardem, who plays Ricky Ricardo. I liked him in the role, but I felt he looked a little bit too old to be playing Desi Arnaz. It is kind of weird to see the real-life actors of Fred and Myrtle, who are the next-door neighbors and the best friends, completely hate each other on the other side. That was kind of jarring because I always found them as a nice couple. The structure of this movie is insane because it goes all over the place. It starts out with the real producers and writers of the show, or at least 3 of them, almost like a documentary style, and then we head over into the actual movie. And it does that a lot. It goes into a lot of different styles that is weird. And it's not a very focused movie. We have parts where they will start talking, or they'll be doing a read-through for this particular episode, episode 37. And all of a sudden it will cut to like literal footage of a different episode, and it goes black and white, everything like that, and it was just like jarring. A lot of the editing choice and the story structure is really weird, because you'll have moments where they'll be going through this long process, and then all of a sudden it'll go to a flashback without telling you, and then it'll skip forward back to where you are. Or it'll go to more interview time with the producers and this one writer. And then all of a sudden it'll go to the current time. And it's structurally kind of like off-putting, in all honesty. I thought it was really well shot. I think Nicole Kidman did a really good job playing Lucille Ball. But her prosthetics can be very off-putting at times, especially anytime where they're showing her reenacting the show. I found it very off-putting because you can tell it was a prosthetic, especially when she has her hair up. Like, her face looks like it's gonna melt off. And Javier Bardem as Ricky, there are times in the movie they kind of make him a little bit soft, where it almost kind of made it seem like, oh, he would be nothing without Lucy, but that didn't bother me too much, because he actually does a lot of his own, he does prove who he is, so that didn't bother me so much. And also there's like 15 different storylines going on, no joke. You have the whole thing, there's this whole thing about if Lucille Ball is a communist. There's this storyline about Ricky, or Desi, that he was cheating on Lucille. There's another one about she's gotten pregnant, so there's this whole thing with the producer that we can't do this on TV. There's this other side plot about the networks won't allow this to happen. There's this like power struggle between Desi and the producer. there's Lucy trying to convince Desi, or trying to help everyone else talk about how Desi is a man's man and shows that he's in control of things, which is very weird. Then there's this whole stuff with the real life actors who play the Mercs don't like each other and they hate each other. And then the character played by Nina Andre, who plays Ethel, and she just comes off as such an unlikable character. Then you have J.K. Simmons, who plays Fred, who everyone acknowledges he's an alcoholic and he's a drunk. Meanwhile, like, he's kind of the level-headed, and it's kind of weird to see J.K. Simmons, the way they dressed him up. The costume designs are really well done, I have to say. Except everything Fred wears is really weird, and I get they have it for a specific reason, but it's odd. That's all I have to say about that. And he ends up being the most likable character in the movie, in all honesty. So we have like 9 different stories, all happening within 6 days. We have a story that's shifting back and forth in time while incorporating reenactments of the show. And it really is a mess. It is a fun mess to watch at times, and like I said, the actors are playing up to their potential, and they are really trying hard. It's just the script, the setup doesn't work. I'm gonna have to give Being the Ricardos a 6.1. I can recommend it to people to watch if you like these characters, but don't expect to be like completely immersed in this world. It's all over the place. So, oh, and also, I want to say this. There is a completely unnecessary caption at the end that adds nothing to the movie. I'm not joking. You could have literally moved that caption off and nothing would have changed. Just like that caption. Not needed information, especially for this type of movie and what this movie was about. So that's my review of Being the Ricardos. It will be for free on Amazon in a couple of weeks. So if you don't decide to go to the movie theaters to see it, let me know what you think about it when you see it for free. Until next time. I don't care. No one cares. Bye.
Bambalú ayer, a él lo quiero pedir, Bambalú.